Welcome to Huntington, West Virginia and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Evans. A little release to the back. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. FIU will line up to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Martin. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Marshall.
Marshall might try to catch this defense thinking run here on 2nd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Hurd! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. FIU pushing tempo. Looking for a man. It's Evans. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
They just keep firing. Working that left side now. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. runs through the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna swing it on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Galloway. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Off play action on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Trying to escape. That's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left. We're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll ride his man on the option. Spins away from the defender. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw.
Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. FIU pushing tempo. Back to throw, it's Evans. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Marshall! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Evans. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
We go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen. Turning it on! He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games. And what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
A little screen to the running back.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime. You get a little juju going.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Evans. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. To the ground. He's got it again. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick, getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive linemen trying to chase down guys like that. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, FIU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the direct snap, it's Robinson. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in the second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 7.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver.
Makes the catch down the right side. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Dropping back, it's Evans. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Herd!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. FIU pushing tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Finds us back in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where.
Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
Number 12.
This is
like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. A designed run for the quarterback. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion. They're down just 8. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team would come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Martin. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Marshall!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. FIU pushing tempo.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Rides the back on the option, the give. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The inside handoff. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. 23. Marshall trying to convert on 4th down as we open the final quarter. On the move. Dragged down, but move the sticks for a 1st down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Using his feet. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rolling right and going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Punt is in the air on 4th down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To throw, it's Evans. Moving away from pressure. Running into the open space.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of...
Turning it on! Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, look Look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A quick timeout call by the kicking team here.
Timeout, Marshall.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Evans. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They're working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Bring in the heat. blasted as he lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last.